What is going on, guys? Mike back with Horror Junkies. Happy 2024. Hell yes. Hope everybody had a good Christmas and a good New Year's. I didn't do anything for New Year's. I'm too old for that shit. I ain't going out clubbing and shit. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not doing that shit. I'm just too old.
Too old!
Oh, fuck yeah. We're going to do a movie review on The Boogeyman, and I know I'm late, guys. I know I'm way far behind on this one. I live in a small town. This didn't hit the theater where I lived, so I had to wait for it to come out on Blu-ray. Unfortunately, it's some bullshit. And then when it came out on Blu-ray, I bought it and then forgot I bought it. I put it up on the shelf and I forgot I bought it. I'm just a dumbass.
Because you're a dumbass.
It happens, so I'm late, but that's okay because this movie is fucking phenomenal. It's great. I'm glad I waited because I got something to talk about now. My first video of 2024. That's right. So, guys, I'm going to start out by saying this is not a remake or a reboot. This is actually a short that Stephen King did back in 1978. That's what they went off for this movie. They didn't hit on the remakes of this at all. So they went off at Stephen King, which is great. And it showed. It just came out at you. You got to watch it. If you haven't, you got to watch it. It looks like Cass is Sophie Thatcher, Vivian Lauren, and Chris Mazzarata. I hope I pronounced I butchered the fuck out of his name. I guarantee it. Those are the two daughters and the dad, the main characters of the movie. Mom passes away before the movie starts. And they're all struggling. Dad is a therapist. He invites this guy into his home. Well, the guy just pretty much fucking walked into his home and asked for an appointment. He was a little fucked up in the head. I'm pretty sure of it. And this is when things... Dude, first of all, guys, I'm going to tell you, from the beginning, the opening scene of this movie was creepy and was just eerie. Like, loved it. It had me from the start. Like, I was interested automatically. And I've been watching horror movies for a long time. And I generally don't get caught on jump scares, but I'm going to tell you right now, this movie caught me on some jump scares. The one that caught me most off guard was when they was in the youngest daughter's room and the door flung open. It fucking got me because I have a theater down in my basement. And when I watch movies, I turn that shit up like I'm in a real movie theater. It was so fucking loud. It got me like no bullshit. It was great though because I haven't had a jump scare like that in a good long while, and this one it gave it to me. It was absolutely great. I didn't expect it. The one thing I really loved about this movie was they didn't ruin this movie in the trailer. Other studios need to take a bookmark from this studio because they gave you some things in the trailer, but they did not ruin the movie. A lot of studios ruin movies through trailers because they just give too much away. This one did not, and it was fucking great, and I loved every fucking second of this movie. Now, to say that this was a perfect movie, it was not. But the cinematography, the special effects was really fucking good. There was a couple of little spots in this movie they could have done without. One of them was when she went to the old couples where this whole demon thing came from, and she talked to the mom, and it got a little boring right there. The other is, the the fucking high school students that torment the fucking girl who her mom just died and they just want to make fun of her. There's little things like that they could have done without, but it did not take away from the movie whatsoever. This was very well done. This is probably one of the best horror movies I've seen in a very long time. It's there. All of it's there. The lighting that they chose to do for this movie was so good. It was just little things like the refrigerator door or candles or the little glow ball that the little girl has in the trailer. The little things went a long way for me in this movie. The lighting was just great. Like there's one point where the youngest daughter, she's on the couch playing a video game and she's sitting in the dark, which at this point you would think she'd know not to, but she's sitting in the dark and she starts to see things. And so she's clicking the controller to shoot, and every time it shoots, the room lights up. And she was using that to see if the creature was around, which was fucking great. It was awesome how they did it. The acting was really, really good. For me, Sophie Thatcher took this movie all the way to the end for me. I thought she did a really, really good job. Her acting was very, very good and very convincing. I don't want to give too much of this movie away just because I know there's some people out there who hasn't seen it, and I will dissect this later on and do a spoiler video. But there's some things that stood out to me. The creature. I loved it that you got little bits and pieces of it throughout the whole movie, but they really didn't give you all of the creature until close to the end of the movie. You get bits and pieces, like I said, you get some details throughout the whole movie, and every time you see it, you get to see a little bit more. And at the end, they really go into depth on showing you what the creature looks like. Badass. This has not been done in a long time for me. Like, I have not really raved about a horror movie like this in a very long time, because for me, this was very well done. And I'm sure there's people out there that probably fucking hated it and was like, oh, it's not like the remake, or it's nothing like the last one. It's not even supposed to be. This is made off of Stephen King's 1978 short that he did. So this is not even connected to none of them. It's not a reboot. It's not a remake. It's not a sequel. It's none of that. This is something completely new, and you can tell it's something completely new because it's nothing like the other ones for me. I enjoyed it. So I'm not going to ruin it, guys. I'm telling you, go check this out because it's absolutely great movie. I definitely will put up something later on for spoilers. Until next time, like I said, guys, I definitely appreciate you getting in and watching our videos, and definitely give us hit that subscribe button. We definitely need that. So until next time, guys, this is Mike with Horror Junkies, and I'm out.